Hello guys, Coach Jen T here, just checking in to say good morning. Sharon, I know you're gonna watch this and I know you love my car videos, so here's a car video for you. So I just wanted to cover the topic of basically tracking your food. It can be an intimidating or scary thing for some people, but what matters most when you're tracking food is that you're simply being consistent and bringing awareness to your daily intake of food. Please excuse me, I'm backing up my chair. I just realized how close it was. So I took some quick notes, you guys, but just to give you a quick overview, like a lot of diets are super strict. You cut out carbs, you cut out sugar, you cut out muffins, you cut out bagels, you do all these things. And they're really not sustainable because guess what? If you love bagels or you love cupcakes or you love your beer or whatever it is, I like my beer. If you have to live your entire life like cutting things out or even temporarily cutting things out, that might be really hard for you and may not be sustainable. So you're going to end up in the long run feeling deprived and overdoing it later, or at least that's a possibility. So trying to dial things in by just remaining aware of your intake and finding that balance in calories and daily intake can really help you bring awareness. Now, one thing that we do is at first, we might not have you change anything you're doing, nothing that you're doing, nothing that you're eating or drinking. We're just simply practicing logging within the app and just gathering data of the food that you're taking in. You might not realize how little protein you're eating or how many carbs and fats you're eating way too much of from processed foods. Maybe you're not getting enough fiber because you're not eating enough whole foods. There's a whole bunch of different things where we can really find your superpowers and where you're doing really well and use that for you, and then just find ways to adjust your intake as time goes on. If you want to lose body fat, you simply need to be in a calorie deficit. When I say simply, it's actually not simple at all. But we take your current body weight, your composition, we take your daily activity level and all of these things, your age, your history, whatever it might be, and then we kind of give you a rough guideline to start with. It's just a starting point. And as the time goes on and the weeks go on and we start doing weekly check-ins, we really are collecting data, which is just basically tracking your food. And then we make sure you're getting enough protein and we make sure you're fueling with enough calories to help your body. A lot of people we find, when they start to go on quote unquote a diet, they're super duper under eating. And they're not fueling their body to keep their metabolism working efficiently for them. And also they're just might be eating way too many carbs, not enough protein, which is going to trigger that hunger response where the more carbs you eat, the more hungry you're going to get. And then you're going to wonder why you are, cutting calories and you're so hungry. It's because you're not getting enough protein. So that being said, you guys, when you do start tracking food, you're really collecting data. And I find that people can be really hard on themselves when they don't meet things just perfectly. And when you start tracking, you will never be perfect, you guys. I log my food very regularly and I am never perfect. You're just simply collecting data. And the reason we do that is because you want to have a consistent 7 days a week data collection of all the food you're taking in, because what I see a lot in the clients that I work with is, Monday through Friday, guess what? I'm going to be on a diet. I'm going to track my food. I'm going to do awesome. And then the weekend hits and you might do one of two things. You might bring awareness to your intake on a weekend that might be challenging. Everything you're eating, everything you're drinking, and you're going way over your calories, that you should be having on a weekend, and then basically you end up not being in a calorie deficit over the course of the week. So what we're taking, you guys, is a collection of the averages throughout the week. So if you're really going overboard on the weekends, then that's where we need to just kind of work on healthy habits and incorporate other things into your weekday. The other thing people might do, you guys, is skip tracking on the weekends. So if you're on point Monday through Friday and then on the weekend you like half-ass track your food, which Guys, I'm guilty of that. It's okay when you do that. But if you're not at least logging, loosely tracking, doing what you can, you have no idea how much those extra pancakes, extra drinks, extra this and that all add up over the course of the week. So it's not what you do for 5 days or not what you do for 3 days that really shows your progress. It's what you do regularly over the course of the month. So don't beat yourself up if you have a rough day or a rough couple days, or you go out and you have whipped cream on top of your waffles and chocolate chips and drizzled with pancakes and maple syrup, whatever it might be, you guys, it's okay, because that is part of life and that is part of navigating this calorie balance so that you can feel amazing and you can enjoy the food that you want to enjoy as part of a flexible diet. So that being said, what's so great about tracking your food is you do get the flexibility. If there is, for example, for me, I love popcorn. So if you're like somebody that likes popcorn with a little bit of salt or a little bit of oil or butter, you really want that weekend cocktail or beers, whatever it might be. What's great about this is kind of logging that stuff ahead of time kind of gives you a starting point to work around to try to stay within your calorie limits. And even if you go to maintenance calories for the weekend, then you're still going to be maintaining the progress that you're making. So you don't need to be perfect. Weekends add up. Over the course of the week adds up. So it's all about balance and doing what you can to just be your best, be 1% better each and every day, and bringing awareness to that. And having a coach for accountability is also super valuable, especially when you know that, your coach can relate to you and your coach can help you move along, make progress, and still be able to live your life and completely understands that slip-ups happen and we don't want to feel guilty about that. So that being said, keep your eye out for another video that will be all about, some mistakes that people make when they're tracking food. And if you're looking to do this on your own, you guys go for it because it can actually just bring super awareness. One thing I find, people just really are strict on themselves, and you would not believe how many calories and how many carbs and fats and proteins you actually need. And it might actually be hard to reach those goals Monday through Friday and into the weekend. So you have a lot to work with based on your body composition, you guys, and there is plenty of room for flexibility. A lot of dieting and trying to be on track and making progress really comes to mindset. And some people might feel guilty about, oh my gosh, I ate 2 cookies, I broke my diet. Or, oh my gosh, I went out for pizza and beer with my girlfriends, I broke my diet. So I'm just gonna go screw it and I'm gonna eat everything the rest of the day because today's a wash. I see that happen so much with my clients. And we always say, today is a new day, every day is a new day. But that mental game, that mindset of just like feeling like you slipped up and then not seeing results really can hurt your progress so much, as far as all in the mindset. So if you do slip up, you have to know today is a new day. What did you learn from your experience? How can you be a tiny bit better next time, you guys? A tiny bit better. Those tiny bit betters add up significantly over the course of the weeks, of the months, and of the year. So that's what we're going for, establishing healthy habits. What's holding you back? How can we bring awareness to that? And how can we be just a little bit better? So keep your eye out for that. And then I also have some new grocery finds, you guys, that'll be coming up in January or February. Super excited for that. Some good macro-friendly, calorie-friendly treats and options. And then also, one exact week from today, my new coaching program opens up. The enrollment opens a week from today, and then we get started on February 14th. The space is very limited. I do not have much room at this point. So if you guys are looking to hop into that, you can message me sooner than the enrollment opens if you want to grab a spot. But there will be an open enrollment with a few spots a week from today. And that is my 4-week entry-level online coaching program, where you simply get 4 weeks to reset your nutrition, to dial things in, to see where you're at, develop healthier habits that you not only will learn in the 4 weeks, but you can take with you for the entire rest of the year. You're going to see where you're at, where you want to be, and what you need to do to get there and feel your best by spring, because it's right around the corner. And then after that, most of the clients that I have that start the 4-week program, you can get a discounted continuing monthly membership if you want to. That's when a lot of people just sign up to be lifetime clients. But joining the entry-level program, if you're looking to dial things in, is a great option to just simply see where you're at. And I promise you, if you trust the process, you will feel your best. You guys have a good day.